I'd like to acknowledge the Ghana people, their leaders, present, elders and past, and of course emerging, for the land on which we stand, for which has been unceded. I have a long speech here today, ladies and gentlemen, that I was very much prepared to deliver with gusto and, passion. But how do you keep up with a speaker like Ahmed Zreika, Bob Carr, or Professor Muhammad Abdullah? The amazing things that they have done. So I'm going to talk about three things tonight. I'm going to talk about the story of Talal Yassine. I'm going to talk about Isa, and I want to talk about Salam. Salam meaning peace. So, given the elephant in the room, what's the genocide, the once in a lifetime genocide? October the 7th did things to us and me that this 11th of September did not. For some reason, it's much worse. It penetrated Australia to an extent that is just unbelievable. Whole of governments, local, state, and federal, seem immune to the cries of children. Governments around the world, senior leaders, ministers, the most left-wing Prime Minister in Australia ever, Anthony Albanese, the man I met whose main issue in life, since I met him 30 years ago, has been the Palestinian issue, has only now, after 2 years of genocide, been able to say, I acknowledge on behalf of the Australian people the state of Palestine. Good that may be, but it's only symbolic. We've done nothing else. And for me, as an Australian, a proud Australian nationalist, a proud Australian Muslim of Lebanese heritage, my three identities have been challenged. And I'm sure you can resonate in some sense. My three identities are really simple. I'm Muslim, I'm Australian, and I'm a social democrat. But the unfortunate thing is that all three are being challenged at once. Ayyuhal Muslimin, where are you, Muslims of the world? As children get gunned down. Where are the Muslim states, the Arab states? Where are you? Where are the armies? Where are the caliphs? Where are the amirs? Number one. Number two, Australia, the best country in the world, the longest serving democracy in the world, the most beautiful place in the world. Where are you as a state? The founders of the United Nations, the movers of all human rights legislation that I have ever studied. If anybody knows anything about human rights in Australia, and I consider myself a human rights lawyer, Australians serve at the heart of every movement there ever was that you could study. Where are we? Where are we? And social democrats, i.e. Labor Party, Democratic parties. Where are you? We have Labor governments around this country. We have the two most left-wing Prime Minister and Foreign Minister in the history of Labor, in the history of Australia, since Gough Whitlam. And still, there is no progress. There's no real answer to what is going on. Being symbolic is not enough. And I stand here with the pain and the feeling and the depths of, how could this be? How can I watch, as I'm coming up here, more videos from Gaza? And we're coming to a wonderful dinner tonight, and we'll get to that. But these are the things that challenge us, and these are the things that challenge me, and I hope I'm sharing this with you because I'm sure you can resonate. Moving on to more happier topics. So for Ahmed, I'd like to leave a blue book, not just a green book. Hopefully the blue book has a little bit more in it as a funder of and a sponsor of tonight. But I would like to say, whilst there's an elephant in the room, and we all feel very deeply about it, the Islamic Association of South Australia turns 70. 70 is not just a number. It is many, 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 many years of different people and personalities at those quiet moments on the Fridays and the Saturdays and the Sundays, teaching Arabic where Ahmed started, right through to having Al-Salam I love the name of Salam, by the way. It's the name of a company I know quite well. Al Salam festivals, to training and educating future leadership of this country and contributing to the social fabric of South Australia. I'd like to congratulate the South Australian Islamic Society of South Australia and give them a round of applause for the great work that they've done. It might be not so well known that I'm from Sydney. I don't have the pleasure of being from Adelaide, or South Australia for that matter. But I do have the pleasure of travelling the country, visiting Islamic institutions and associations and organisations and imams and talking to Islamic schools. South Australia is somewhere special. It is well organised. It is not a rabble. Tonight is proof of the professionalism, the august and empathetic leadership, and the historic build-up of all that is good to bring people together, as the great Sheikh was telling us today. And I really and sincerely congratulate you on the great work that you have done, to Ahmed and his committee, and all past committees that have contributed to such a wonderful and august institution, contributing to the social fabric of Australia. A round of applause for the Islamic Society of South Australia again. Thank you very much. The final thing, ignoring my speech entirely, that I'd like to talk about is the Salam Group. Salam Group, for those who don't know, is a group that was founded and exists to serve and empower the Australian Muslim community and contribute to the social fabric of Australia. I'm going to repeat that again. The Salam Group exists to empower and serve the Australian Muslim community and contribute to the social fabric of Australia. We do many things, but one of them is Islamic superannuation. So how is that all connected to what we're talking about? Well, let me tell you, the first thing that's connected is that we don't invest in weapons. Many, many years ago, I used to preach this. Investing in weapons is bad. Islam prohibits that, forbids that. Do not invest in things that kill human beings. Do not invest in things that harm humanity. But today, everybody understands that, Muslims are not included. And Salam Group, and we're here tonight, we have Sabrine, Mariam and Saif. We have never, ever invested in weapons or anything that supports the killing of humanity. Whether they're from Gaza, Sudan, America, or anywhere around the country, it doesn't matter what your religion is. A bomb is a bomb. A bomb does not distinguish between a Muslim, a Christian and a Jew. A bomb doesn't distinguish between children, adults, and older and younger people. Women, pregnant women, older, that doesn't distinguish. And Salam Group has never done that. And we encourage you, if that is of interest, to come and talk to us. Because together, when we act as a human, when we're human-centered, and one of the things is not to invest in things that kill other people, because unfortunately, it's a little known secret, that killing people makes a lot of money. That's the unfortunate truth. And Australia participates in it. Australia has a defence industry. It's actually a war industry, but we call it a defence industry. And it's one of the major areas which we invest in. Without being political about it, all sides do it. And this is causing harm around the world. So that's the final thing I want to talk about. I want to congratulate everybody today. I want to congratulate Ahmed. I want to thank you all for listening so intently. And I'm going to apologise to my speechwriter for ignoring the speech entirely. Assalamu alaikum.